Hey, Terry McGean here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2025 SEMA convention. Now, Hemmings has been an exhibitor at this show for many years, and we're back, and this year we've got some really interesting things to share with you, like the C8R Corvette that we're displaying this year. We're also going to be walking the show and checking out the coolest vehicles, interesting new products, and touch base with some of the personalities who kind of make this show what it is. We're going to go around and give you some insight and convince you that you need to be here next year for the SEMA convention. Hey, we're here in the Superformance booth talking to Doug Campbell, and I was just trying to tell somebody what Superformance does, and I figured, why don't we let you tell us what you guys do? I know that you guys make very high-level replicas of Shelby cars and also GT40s. Mm-hmm. You just started to explain to me the difference between the Shelby licensed stuff and Superformance stuff, so give me some of that again so I can understand.
Sure. Yeah, we're the only licensed manufacturer to do a replica Cobra. We're the only ones licensed by Shelby to do that. And then we build the Shelby continuation cars for Shelby. The continuation cars get a Shelby chassis number. They're eligible for the Shelby registry. They're all built to original spec, so it's a 4-inch round tube chassis, same type of suspension setup, body's the same. We do those in both fiberglass body and aluminum body. And then our Superformance replica has a rectangular tube frame chassis custom built for the Cobra. We don't start with a chassis off of something else and rebody it. It's a purpose-built chassis for a Cobra, but with unequal upper and lower A-arms, custom tuned Bilstein gas shocks, Willwood power disc brakes. So it's actually a very comfortable, nice driving car. The continuation gives you the feel of what it was like to really drive a 65 Cobra. This is, think of it like a resto mod. So you think of like guys here like Roadster Shop, you know, you can get a 66 GTO, but it's nice to drive. Yep. So that's kind of our version of the Cobra. And then we also do the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupes, the Mark I, Mark II GT40. We do the 289 Cobras. We have a 289 FIA behind us. We do the little 289 Roadster street car. But they can do whatever paint they want. They can customize the interior if they want to. But people that do the Shelby continuation tend to stick to something more traditional. Like what we have here is the traditional Guardsman blue, Wimbledon white stripes. So they tend to stay more with that, or something that the original cars were done in. Where the Superformance cars, you can go nuts.
Do whatever you want.
You can do Perry Craig 15-inch wheels. You can do big 18-inch wheels. You can do something with a more modern theme, with a supercharged Godzilla making 1,052 horsepower like the car down here. Or you can do a nice little street 427 car. This has a little 408 stroked Windsor in it, 480 horsepower. Still tons of fun to drive. It'll spin the tires, but you can cruise really nice. So we can accommodate just about whatever anybody wants to do.
So use your imagination with a Superformance car. Yeah. Go traditional with a Shelby car.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for dialing us into what you guys are offering. I knew that this was high-end stuff. I didn't know the difference between the two. Kind of get a better understanding now.
Yeah, you can find us at superformance.com. You can see all the models and everything we do.
All right, perfect. Thanks again, Doug.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, SEMA 2025, moving on with our Hemmings Awards.
Hey, start over. I wasn't ready. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to introduce him. You know this man very well, Gabriel Iglesias.
And if you don't know, now you know. Gabriel Iglesias. Gabriel Iglesias, para los que no hablan inglés. Anyway, thank you. What's going on?
What's going on is, sir, this belongs to you now.
That's a big H.
Yes, it is. This is being awarded to you. We know you're a big lover of the Volkswagen vans, among many others, and you brought one of your beauties here to share with us. So if you would, please talk about it.
Yeah, well, this is a 1967 bus created by my friend over here, the shy guy, Henry Marchena. Henry, get over here, man.
Come on in.
Henry can tell you anything and everything about this bus. I'm the one that drives it. I'm the one that pays the invoice. But at the end of the day, this is Picasso, and that's his work of art right there. So I get to enjoy it. It took him a little less than 2 years to put it together, and let me tell you, from the bottom to the top, it is immaculate. You could eat off the bottom of the car. The bottom is just as impressive as the top.
Nice.
So full rotisserie is what you call it. That's why. And he goes, like the chicken. I go, oh, I get it. I get it.
Have you done the SEMA show before?
Last year, I got invited by Jay to come out and hang out, and it was a good response. I had no idea the car community and comedy and all this would actually gel. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those worlds where it's like, does it belong? Does it fit? Jay's the one that actually got me into collecting cars, and so it only made sense that he was the one that brought me into SEMA.
Awesome.
So this is our second time here, and now we're doing a collab with Jay for a car wash kit. And, you know, they let me bring one of my babies.
Nice. Very nice.
You should be giving this to Henry. Look, it already has the H. Henry, H. Hold that for me, Henry.
Okay.
Anything and everything Volkswagen. This man's, you know.
Awesome. Awesome.
An artist in every sense of the term.
Very good.
That's why he's not saying nothing right now. It's the cameras, man. It makes him nervous. Wait till you turn that off. He's not going to shut up.
All right, we thought we were done here, but we saw this Shelby GT500 behind us, and we needed to know a little more about that. So tell us the deal on that, Doug.
Yeah, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah. Doug Campbell again from Superformance, Shelby Legendary Cars, and Hillbank Motorsports. We're a dealer for the high-tech legends, GT500 Mustang. Like our other stuff, it's licensed by Shelby, sold on a Shelby MSO as a 67 GT500. We build it from the ground up. We do the monocoque off the convertible GT500, so it has a little more stiffness. We tie the roll bar in. We have our own proprietary independent rear suspension we put in the car, so it's no longer a solid axle. Modern suspension, front and rear. We get rid of the shock towers, so we can do all kinds of fun stuff under the hood, and you can do the interior as modern or as vintage as you want. This has a modern interior. If you come around and look, you've got Recaro power seats, custom Napa leather, center console. You've got a center stack in this car with a touchscreen infotainment system, backup camera, Bluetooth, tilt steering wheel, air conditioning, power steering, power brakes, power door locks, power windows, all the modern conveniences. And when you look at the gaps in the panel fit on this car, it's absolute perfection. We don't use pre-done panels. We take raw stampings and we jig and weld them in our factory to fit. So all the gaps, all the panel fits perfect. And then you can choose whatever wheels you want. Shelby 10 spokes, Torque Thrust 5 spokes, Halabrand style wheels. And as I mentioned, under the hood, you can do some really fun stuff. This has a supercharged Coyote. This is making about 640 horsepower. We also have put in the Predator motor out of the new GT500 Mustang, now sold by Ford as the Raptor R motor. That's 760 horsepower right out of the gate, and just amazing power. You've got a super stiff chassis with a full modern suspension that can handle all this. You've got 6-piston brakes all the way around, so you can stop it once you get it going. Just an incredible car. You've got the classic driving lights here. You can do them either inboard like the original cars started with, or outboard after they outlawed the inboard lights. So you can choose how you want that. You can choose your paint, choose your interior, different colors, stitching. You can do Alcantara, leather. I mean, you can customize it as much as you want. And again, like some of our other cars, you can do a modern theme or keep it really classic. This is a beautiful Viking blue, one of the original Shelby colors with Wimbledon white twin stripes. And the cars are just incredible builds.
So steel-bodied 67 GT500, built to spec the way you want it, whatever resto mod touches you want, and it winds up being a Shelby car.
With Shelby DNA.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, find us at superformance.com if you want to see our inventory and cars we have for sale. You can also go to hillbankmotorcorp.com or hillbankmotorsports.com. And that'll get you to either our East Coast or West Coast locations, and you can click back and forth there. If you want to find us on Instagram, we're Superformance LLC, Shelby Legendary Cars.
Awesome. Thanks again, Doug.
You're welcome.
We were walking around the other day. Ryan here's our videographer. He's a Mark III fan. And he's looking at this, and then I saw you, and I thought, hey, Faye Hadley, is this the car that she's always talking about? Like the car that got her going? And we were talking about it like, yeah, she's got to get one of these things. This is very cool.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, that's such an honor. Thank you.
That is your honor.
I appreciate that. It's like it's such a crazy thing, you know, because it's not just like a build, as you know. It's like it's one thing. It's almost easy to do a build where like a customer comes up and tells you exactly what they want and what their goals are, and like, you know, it's like building it for someone else. That's one thing. Or just like you said, like this is like my coming up story on display. It's very personal. It's very vulnerable, and you know, this car in particular has been like my greatest teacher. It has kicked me in the ass more than any other teacher or employer or mentor has, and that has taught me some of my greatest lessons. Which is why her name is Vice, because she's
Of course.
my Vice. But thank you.
Well, Faye, we love what you do,
Thank you
and we
so
love
much.
a good car story, and this is a perfect situation here, so thanks again.
I am so honored. This means so much. This means so much because it's like I didn't build it to be a show car. It's my driver.
Yeah.
You know, I drive this thing 3 to 4 nights a week, every single week. You
That's
know,
awesome.
It's got rock tips. It's got dirt on it. You know, it's
That's
just
great.
it's actually out there being a car. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for doing what you do, Faye.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was so cool. It's really nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
No, you're very welcome.
I'll fix my makeup.
All right, we're walking along, and this cool VW pickup grabbed us. It's a transporter, I think. But Nick, it's your truck. Tell us exactly what this is.
So this is a 1967 Volkswagen single cab. These were built, I mean, they were delivery vehicles. They were work trucks. I mean, that's what they were meant for. When we got the truck, it was about 8 inches higher than it is now. We put the narrowed lower beam on it, took the reduction box tranny out, put a freeway flyer in it. So now it actually goes down the freeway. From the factory, these only went about 55. With that reduction box tranny, that was downhill with the wind giving it everything you got. It actually had a living room rug in the bed. If you're a fan of the movie The Big Lebowski,
Okay.
the dude loved his rug, so hence that's where the name
The
The
rug
Dude
ties
came.
the room together.
All right, and when we go to the car shows, I actually still have the rug, and we put it out in front of the car, you know, with the dude sign that's down there, so
Okay.
everybody knows why the rug is there, and I'm not just, you know, camping out.
So tell me about the Schwinn tie-in. How did you come up with that?
So, you know, like a lot of the Volkswagen people, I obviously have a Volkswagen problem, but I also have an old bicycle problem. So we were actually at a local flea market one day and came across the bike as I was passing by. I stopped, turned around. I knew what it was, but it actually had flower planters welded all over it, and it was all rusty, and the guy, you know, it was yard art to him. After we blasted it off, you could read all the serial number. When we run the serial number, it's the same year as the truck.
Oh, no way.
So that was, you know, kind of a 1 in a million that worked out really well for us.
So 2 delivery units together.
Yeah.
Similar livery now. This thing is very cool, but the way it's lowered and stuff, and your preferences, I know that you probably hot rodded it a bit, right? So
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So we actually yanked out the motor that was in it when we got it. It now has a 2180cc, 160-ish horsepower, so roughly 4 times what it would have made factory, which still isn't a lot, but for a Volkswagen, that's pretty good on an air-cooled engine. It has, you know, forged crank, forged rods. I mean, all the stuff that you do in a hot rod, we're just on a lot smaller scale with the Volkswagen. Dual Weber carbs, and then all the parts by MST, billet serpentine system, billet valve covers, billet covers.
Now, you were saying earlier, MST stuff, you consider it like functional jewelry because it looks cool, but it works?
Yes, you know, so not a whole lot of innovation in the Volkswagen Type 1 motor over the last few years, but with MST, they actually have a spring-loaded tensioner. It actually has an idler pulley like a late model car. You know, cruising down the road, you never have to adjust it. It's all self-adjusting.
Does it itself.
So super cool piece of functional jewelry.
Show us how the side comes down, because our camera guy Ryan was surprised when he saw the flip down, and it is a very cool feature of these trucks.
So all these little locks just bump up, and the bed sides all fold down. So you could load or unload from either side of the truck, or you could fold all three down and use it more like flatbed style if you were hauling something, you know, bigger than. We haul coolers and bikes.
That thing's very cool.
Yeah, I've got our fall staff. I got another odd collection. I do collect old coolers as well. You know, we went with the fall staff because it was red.
Okay. Well, everything does tie together. It's too bad you don't have the dude rug here for us, but it's a great looking package. Thanks a lot for talking to us. Good.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Nice
Thanks,
to meet you.
Y'all have a good day.
Hey, we're here at Speed Hut Gauges with Erwin Portillo. We're looking at some of their new offerings and kind of learning about what they're able to do. There's a wide variety of stuff here on display, and it's pretty interesting. It looks like you were able to take a stock looking gauge, but offer modern movements and a lot of other features. Am I kind of seeing that right?
Yeah, so we specialize in custom gauges. All of our gauges are universal, but what makes it special is that you're able to customize the look of the gauge. You're able to change the pointer, the bezel, the dial face, the font. A lot of people like to match the livery of their car on the dial faces. And so we're able to do that pretty easily because we make everything in-house here in America, up in Utah. And so we're able to do, there's endless possibilities of what you can do with the gauge. You're able to choose which RPMs you already want, same thing with the speed. And then from there, that's when you are able to customize how you want it to look.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. And then the screening of the gauge faces like this set right here, the customer can provide graphic elements that you guys can work with. Is that an option as well?
Correct. So we are able to do any type of art on it as well. Like we've had a customer who hand drew an actual image by hand. He sent it to us, and we put it on the dial face, and we normally send out a proof through email so you can check back and forth exactly how you want it.
All right, so a broad variety of possibilities that you guys are offering to the custom builder, it sounds like.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
All right, well, excellent. Speed Hut Gauges, lots of possibilities here if you're building something custom, very cool looking stuff, and you don't have to change the entire dashboard of the car. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, we're here at the 2025 SEMA show with Jack Elberson of Jacked Up Trucks. We tracked him down because we saw this truck here before, a 65 Ford, and we got a vibe off it. We poked around, Jack wasn't here. We can kind of see that there's Raptor stuff happening here, but now that we've caught up to you, I want to know exactly what's going on here. This thing seems very cool. So what did you do exactly?
Yeah, so what we do in Upton, Wyoming is we do basically chassis swaps, and this particular one here is a 2012 Raptor chassis underneath this 1965 crew cab Ford. Before we actually did the swap, we took the Raptor itself down to Shelby, America, and we had them put the Shelby kit on it. I believe this is a 575 horse kit that they put on this. When we did that, we asked them exactly how far we could take their name. So what they told us is we could do everything but say Shelby built this truck. This still has a serial number. It is still a serial real Shelby. So as we were building this, the Raptors are a much wider base than a regular car, so they're about 7 inches wider than a regular pickup car or whatever you want. So we needed to find fenders that fit that. So we were going through, I believe it was Nebraska somewhere, and we found an F600 that had really nice fenders for it. And we grabbed the front clip off of that, and they fit perfect with the width of the Raptor. So when we were building this, we wanted to find a name for it. And with the F600 front clip, we thought, okay, we want GT500. So everything kind of fit together well that way. One of the things that we really like to do is we like to incorporate a lot of the interior. That way it's still comfortable. You have all the usability of a new pickup. And you can take this and drive it every day, drive it anywhere. It's comfortable to drive. They're basically built to be used.
Now, when we were talking earlier, I was wondering, did you guys have to make it a crew cab? I know Ford built some of these, but they're really rare, right?
Right. So Ford in 1965 started building their own crew cabs in-house. And this body style carried through 1966. So between 65 and 66, there were 400 of these cabs built. That's it. And kind of by our guesstimates and looking around, we're estimating there's probably 100 left. And we have inventory of 17 of these cabs. So we're able to, if somebody wants one, we're able to have that. We don't have to search for it. We have everything we need there.
Now with the bed, I know you said you guys did the step side.
Yeah.
And you widened the bed itself,
So
right?
the bed is actually 10 inches wider, and that's to fit the width of the pickup, the width of the build. And then we actually had to stretch these openings in these fenders. So we took 4 inches out of this fender right back here, and we shrunk the back part of the fender and widened out the actual mouth of the fender. We wanted to kind of incorporate something unique in here in the step as well. So we actually built this up right here, because this used to be a cutout for a spare tire. And then it actually kind of mistakenly made a great spot for our fuel fill.
Well, this thing looks great. We wanted to track you down because every time we walk through here, I'm just like, man, I'm drawn to this thing. It's very cool. And the more I hear about it, the more I like it. Great job on this thing and really cool stuff you guys are offering. So thanks a lot for talking to us, man.
Thanks for coming by.
So we're walking the aisles here at SEMA 2025, and I see a 67 Camaro RS, so I got to pull in and find out what's going on with this thing. We're with Cameron from Speed Tech. There's a lot happening here. Can you give us kind of a walkthrough?
There's a lot happening with this one. Now, I'll tell you what, I actually drove this car personally about 60 days ago, maybe. This is an original Survivor car. This is the original paint. It's a beautiful car. It came out of California. It had already had a basic LS swap, but with factory suspension, it left a lot to be desired. And so we designed a chassis that's a full weld-in solution. You cut inside rocker to inside rocker, firewall to halfway through the trunk out, it's gone. And you weld in something brand new with our chassis, and it's going to give you our award-winning IRS. Last year here at SEMA, we brought home 4 awards for that design. We have 2 different options, the cantilever like you're going to see here, or we have a more traditional style of mount, and then it has our what we call our extreme front end. And so it's got a dropout subframe with all of our geometry that we took the white page approach. It's not Mustang 2, it's not just something that's been recycled. This is something that we took and really wanted to make it our own.
Now you mentioned when you were talking about that earlier that the wheel tubs are also a creation that you guys came up with.
Yeah. So this wheel tub is something we designed that fits around our front subframe, around our down tube, but it gives you all the space you need to fit that tire and take advantage of the way we've designed the front end so that you can get all the steering you need. We build our cars to be driven without touching it. And I can actually show you live here. This is cut out of the rocker. Now keep in mind the convertible rocker is a little different than a coupe, but you can see we haven't touched any of the paint. This has got door chips on it, and everything here, but we basically cut right out here on a standard car. You cut right here at the pinch weld, but we haven't touched the paint. On the inside of the fender, you can see chalk marks still.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
So if you built your car 20, 30 years ago and you're like, I don't want to repaint it, then don't.
Just drop the bottom out of it. Put this one up in the bottom. Keep your paint job.
Yep. And we've got a whole new floor system. We've got this crazy IRS, and people say, hold on, what about my convertible top? This still fits the convertible top.
Really? The well goes on top?
So the bows themselves on a convertible, the first gen sits about right here, and you don't sit lower than the bows. You also retain your back seat.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
And so you're able to fit your factory back seat in here and everything with that. And that's both for the convertible and the coupe. And then we've designed this here so it'll fit anything with the tunnel. The tunnel will fit anything from an old school rock crusher 4-speed to a modern 10-speed if you want. You have all this play to move your transmission cross member up and down, and then the center part of it is modular as well, so you can turn it and flip it. We have multiple mounting points built into one piece.
And then the sheet metal you can also provide, right?
This whole sheet metal kit is all part of it. Okay. The floor, the tunnel, the IRS, the smooth firewall, everything's part of it.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, first gen, sort of like ground zero of the whole pro touring thing, and now resto mod. And this kind of offers a lot of solutions to a lot of people, like you say, who really want to upgrade, and then they're getting intimidated about how am I going to incorporate all this stuff into a car. And as an East Coast guy, I'm thinking, There's a lot of first gens around that don't have floors anymore. You don't have to worry about cutting it out.
Yeah.
So this
Nature already did a lot of the cutting out for you.
You got a head start.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for giving us a tour, man. This is really awesome. Good luck with it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.